What if Naruto lost to pain? The darkest timeline opening. What if Naruto never defeated pain? What if, in that crucial moment, when the fate of the hidden leaf hung in the balance, our hero fell? Today, we explored the darkest timeline in Naruto's world, a reality where pain's victory reshaped everything we know. About the shinobi world, the fall of the battle had pushed Naruto to his absolute limit. 6-tails, ... 7-tails ... 8 tails, the 9 tails chakra, consumed him, the seal weakening with each passing moment. But this time something went differently. As Naruto lunged forward in his 8-tailed form, completely lost to the beast's rage, Pain made a calculated decision. Instead of trying to contain him, Nagato pushed beyond his limits. Every remaining ounce of chakra, every bit of life force, he poured it all into one final Chibaku-ten. The sphere of earth and stone grew massive, larger than any before. Naruto's 8-tailed form thrashed violently, but the gravitational pull was too strong. The beast was sealed within a tomb of rock floating high above the ruins of Konoha. Pain stood alone in the crater, his body frail and trembling. Konan appeared beside him, catching Nagato as he collapsed. "It's done," he whispered. "The 9 tails is sealed. The village is destroyed. Now they will know pain." The aftermath. Without Naruto's intervention, no one was left to challenge Pain's ideology. The remaining shinobi of Konoha, those who survived, emerged from the rubble to find their village completely annihilated and their Jinchuriki imprisoned in a massive stone satellite hanging over what used to be their home. Tsunade lay in a coma from which she would never wake, having exhausted every drop of her chakra protecting the villagers. Kakashi was dead. Most of the Jonin were dead. And Naruto, their hope, was gone. Sakura stood among the ruins, tears streaming down her face as she stared up at the Chibaku-ten. She had failed to protect anyone. She had been useless, again, but the true devastation came next. Wheat and 9 tails captured. The Akatsuki had obtained all 9-tailed beasts. In a hidden location, the Godot statue absorbed the final piece it needed. The 10 tails was reborn. The world in chaos without Konoha's strength. The balance of power in the shinobi world collapsed. The other villages, sensing weakness, began to mobilize. The 4th Great Ninja War didn't start as a united front against a common enemy. It began as a scramble for supremacy and survival. The hidden cloud moved aggressively, attempting to fill the power vacuum. The hidden stone sought revenge for years of conflict. And in the shadows, a masked man calling himself Tobi smiled. Everything was proceeding exactly as planned. Better than planned. Sasuke, hunting for his revenge against Danzo, heard news of Konoha's destruction. For a moment, something flickered in his eyes. Not quite regret, but perhaps recognition. The village he had sought to destroy was already gone. The brother he had failed to understand would never know that Sasuke had learned the truth about Itachi. When Sasuke finally confronted Danzo and took his revenge, it felt hollow. There was no Konoha left to judge him, no Naruto to bring him back, just emptiness. Conan's choice in Amiga Cure. Konan watched as Nagato's body finally gave out. The effort of sealing the 9 tails and maintaining the Chibaku-tensei had drained the last of his life force. As his hand went cold in hers, she whispered, "Did we achieve peace, Nagato? Is this the world Yahiko dreamed of?" But Tobi came for the Rinnegan. And Konan fought with everything she had. 600 billion explosive tags turned Omega Cure into a war zone. But without Naruto's words echoing in her mind, without that glimpse of another path, her resolve wavered just enough. Tobi claimed the Rinnegan and initiated the true plan of the Moon Project. With the 10 tails under his control and no united shinobi alliance to oppose him, the countdown to the infinite Tsukuyomi began. The resistance in the ruins of Konoha, a small group gathered. Sakura, hardened by loss, had trained relentlessly. Shikamaru, now the tactical leader, coordinated with other villagers. Rock Lee, Nehi, Tenten, Kiva, Sino. Hinata, remaining members of the Konoha 11, formed the core of a desperate resistance. Hinata stood before the Chibaku-tensei every day, her Byakugan active, trying to find a way to reach Naruto. She could see his chakra, still alive within the seal. The Ninetales' energy flow. "I know you're in there, Naruto-kun," she would whisper. "We haven't given up on you." But time was running out. Tobi's forces were overwhelming. The Ten-Tails was awakening, and the legendary Sage of Six Paths prophecy seemed to have led only to darkness. The unlikely alliance Sasuke encountered the resistance by chance. When Sakura saw him, she didn't cry or beg him to return. Instead, she punched a crater in the ground and told him, "If you're just here to watch the world burn, leave. But if you want to actually do something meaningful, we need every fighter we can get." For the first time in years, Sasuke was caught off guard. This wasn't the same girl who had confessed her feelings on a bench. This was a warrior, forged in tragedy. Killer Bee, having escaped the Akatsuki's grasp by sheer luck, joined the alliance. Gaara, now Kozakage, united the sand with the resistance. Even Orochimaru, curious about this world-ending scenario and wanting to see how it played out, offered his resources. The group devised a desperate plan. Free Naruto from the Chibaku Tensei, use the combined power of whatever tailed beast chakra they could gather, and launch a final assault on Tobi before the infinite Tsukuyomi could be completed. The final gambit, the battle to reach the Chibaku Tensei, was brutal. Tobi's white Zetsu army seemed endless, but the resistance pressed forward, cutting through enemy forces with coordinated strikes that would have made their fallen sensei proud. Sasuke's Susanoo, Gaara's Sand, and the combined might of dozens of skilled shinobi finally created an opening. Sakura, channeling every technique Tsunade had taught her, delivered a devastating punch to the base of the massive stone sphere. Cracks spider-webbed across the surface. Inside the seal, Naruto had been fighting his own battle. For months, he had struggled against the Ninetales, trying to maintain his consciousness. The beast had nearly taken over completely. But something kept him anchored: memories of his friends, his promises, his dream. When the seal cracked, the Ninetales chakra exploded outward. Naruto emerged, changed. His time sealed with the beast had forced them to an understanding. Not friendship yet, but a grudging cooperation born of shared imprisonment. Conclusion: as Naruto descended from the sky, his chakra cloak blazing, the resistance felt hope for the first time in months. The war wasn't over. Tobi still had the Ten-Tails. The world was still in chaos, and countless lives had been lost. But Naruto was back, and with him came the possibility that maybe, just maybe, this darkest timeline could still find its light. The battle for the world's future was about to begin, a war that would make everything that came before seem like a prelude. This time, there would be no prophecies to guide them, no destined path. Just the will of shinobi refusing to give up, because that's what it means to never go back on your word.